you can, leave a comment. If you can't leave a comment, oh, you won't, that means you can't hear us. Or please let us know either
Yeah.
way if you
Yes.
can.
Let's see.
So again, we're early
So
and
yeah.
so
So
we'll wait.
wait a few minutes for yeah.
That it looks bright where you are, probably because you're sitting outside.
Yeah, yeah, it's quite sunny. I had to leave the other chair to sit in where there's a bit of shade. Yeah, it's really, really sunny here.
That's
Yeah, at least we get a few days of sun.
before it
Yeah,
changes
it's sad.
again.
Sorry?
I said before the weather changes again.
Yes, yes, yes. Knowing UK, it may be in autumn we actually get summer, so I won't be surprised at
Uh,
all
I
if
don't
that's what happens.
I don't even know. That means
Yeah,
it, everything is prolonged for later, which means summer
yeah,
shorter winter.
winter too. Yeah,
I'm not sure if that's
yeah,
wrong.
yeah. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Yeah. So, what's your day been like? Have you been busy, busy?
It's been busy. I've got my little madam with me, my baby. So, but otherwise, it's
That's
been,
good.
yeah, fairly busy.
Very good. Yeah, yeah.
Again, yeah, looking forward to this live again, and yeah, hopefully we can give value to people and just help answer people's questions again today. So, looking forward to
Exactly.
that.
Yeah.
How about your day?
Yeah, busy, busy. I think it's all been a blur, really. After the kids went to school,
Hmm.
yeah, just trying to sort out stuff. I try to make a list the night before I go to bed. I'm yet to get to that list, which is really bad of me. I should actually have started, on my list and just continued. But then my husband was like, oh, he needed to do this, he needed to do that. Yeah. And then I had to drop my list to get him to do
Is it
his own so he can leave the house. So hopefully after this, yeah, I get to then go on my list for the day. Assuming no
someone?
new calls. Yeah. Oh, someone at the door. Okay. I'll wait. Wait. Yeah. So, what's the weather like out there for everyone? Well, I'm hoping it's nice, nice clear skies where I am in Birmingham. I don't know if it's the same in the rest of UK or wherever you may be located. Yeah, well, UK is always the funny weathered one, isn't it? But yeah, I love the weather. I just wish we had more sunny days than cold and wet days like it used to be when I was little. Really miss the playing outside, the things you take for granted. I really miss playing outside like I used to, majority of the time we're growing up after school is straight to play outside. And now UK can change its mind, the weather can change its mind in the blink of an eye just for no reason. Sunny in the morning and maybe like 30 degrees, and the next thing is cold and wintry by the night time, and you need to get your coats and jumpers on.
It's almost like there's no
Yeah,
summer.
yeah.
You have to have your coat in the car all year round, just in case.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, you can't just go out just like that. Yeah.
You think it's summer.
Yes, 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 yes. So yeah, still waiting a few more minutes and then
You get
we'll
started.
start. Yes. So yeah, yeah, yeah. Proper gearing up to Christmas. Went to the shops the other day. I saw Christmas stuff out and I was like, oh my word. It's September. Well, it's September anyway, so no surprises there. It's just I think I wasn't expecting it. I've not been to the shops in a very long time, so I was really, really shocked.
Now,
somewhere, getting out Halloween stuff as well. Yeah,
at least it's
time did go.
Halloween than it is to Christmas. It's almost like, oh, what have I done this year?
Exactly, yeah.
And
Just feels like the year has been wasted. Yeah, yeah. It just feels like it's gone by, like someone put a pause on everything, and now we're all scrambling
like
to make up for lost time.
pause,
Yeah,
pause on everything.
yeah.
Essentially,
I can't really hear you very well. Yeah, it's breaking a bit. Yeah,
I'm closer to the mic now. Can you hear me?
yeah, yes, yeah, yeah, yes. Better now. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right.
Thank you.
So,
We've got a lot to talk about today.
yeah,
And we're hoping at the end of it, we can help people
get
decide,
yes.
yeah, what strategy they will go with. So if you've got any topics you want us to talk about, you can leave it as a comment, you can leave it as a post, and then we'll schedule it. It may not be the very next week, but we'll schedule it within the next couple of weeks into our discussion to help you and to help others. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you can drop it on our Instagram page or on our Facebook page or even in this comment box. If you
Yes.
Facebook, so as you're seeing us talk about, or if you've got any questions, you can do that as well. So we'll be
Yeah. So I'm just sharing this video now as a watch party on my page.
okay.
Let's see if I can find it so people can join in.
Okay. Okay. I'll be doing that on my page as well.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay. I can see us. See.
And if you are watching the replay, you're welcome to our live, and hopefully you get a lot of tips from this video today. And hopefully we can help you get started on your journey to financial freedom, because ultimately that's you know what we're trying to get you to. This is just a strategy to get you there. Yeah.
So have you done yours?
Yes, it is.
Okay, I think I probably need my phone. Do you need your phone to start a watch party?
I think.
I don't know.
Uh, I think so. So I started it and it says error while loading.
Okay. Okay, I'll just share it on my page. Can you still hear me? Okay, you started a watch party, yeah.
Yes, okay, you can
I
see it.
can see yours. The alert came, yeah. So maybe I should go share yours. Yeah, just that it won't let me
Um,
just share it to my page now. Yeah.
anyway. So once you're done, maybe we should just get started so that people who are watching live are not wondering, is this
Yeah.
what the video is all about?
Yeah. So yeah, I've shared it to my page, but not necessarily a watch party. I'll have to figure that one out. I usually do it though, but I think that's on my phone.
Okay, I'm not
Uh
sure. I did it by my phone.
yeah.
It's
Okay, you did yours with your phone.
Mhm.
Let me see. Um,
Right. So whilst we're waiting, I hope you're all having a fantastic day wherever you are in the world. We are in the UK, Birmingham, and it's slightly sunny. I'm just indoors trying to do this live so we don't get lost in the wind. But I believe Abby's outside. She's enjoying the sun at the same time, trying to drop some punchy value, punchy contents that will help you on your journey towards financial freedom. Because that's what I like to see, how I like to see it. Selling on Amazon, using whatever strategy to get your product or service out there is just a vehicle to financial freedom. So, yeah, that's what we are doing today. And today we'll be talking about the selling strategies that you can implement or employ on Amazon Marketplace. There are a number of different strategies. There's not one way. Yay, back.
Yes,
I lost
that's
people.
me attempting to multitask with technology. Don't worry, I give up. See you later. Yeah.
Yeah,
All
so
right. So,
just saying, I was just kind of introducing the topic, and that we're talking about the different strategies that you can employ on Amazon Marketplace to
yes,
sell your products.
yes,
And yeah, there are quite a number of them because I'm sure
yes,
some people are wondering, where do I start from? Do I go big? I mean, a lot of people we've spoken to always say they want to go big, but
yeah.
it's almost like you go from level to level. You start from the very basic level, and
And
then
you understand it so much, you understand the basics, which to me is really important, understanding the basics, and that way you can then grow. As against you grow big and then you have to go back after losing money to start
yes,
from basics.
and
So
that's what you don't want. Well, I mean, with any business, there's always a risk anyway. So you
yes,
will win some, you lose some, but you want it to be calculated. You know
yes,
when you are testing, and
yeah,
you know that okay, if I'm testing and I lose money, I know not to do that again. But
yeah,
when you think, oh, full on, yeah, this is all I want to do, and you haven't thought it through, then the loss is usually bigger than than you've planned, and it
yes,
hits you, and it can
yeah,
discourage you as well.
yeah, it can definitely, yeah. So yeah, so
Right.
there are so many strategies for everyone to consider. Don't be in a rush. If you're like me, I usually do things pros and cons, write it down and see which has more positives and then go with it. Or if you already have an inkling, just still listen nonetheless. Um, and hopefully, yeah, it should solidify your resolve or make you reassess what made you arrive at your original decision. Yeah.
Right.
Right. So,
Yes.
yeah, if you kick off with the strategies, yeah,
Right. So there are a number of strategies. I think we're going to go through about five today.
yeah,
And the first one would be arbitraging. Now, I say arbitraging, even with that, there are two different routes within that. And that's the online arbitraging and the retail arbitraging.
and then we'll also talk about some private label as well.
And,
Yeah, we'll list them all and then come back to talk about each individual one. Yeah.
wholesale, and you can also sell your handmade products on Amazon as well.
And then there's drop shipping, which yeah,
Okay,
that comes with a quote because Amazon has got some restrictions on that as well. Yeah. Right. So we'll be starting off with arbitraging. So I'll allow Tosin explain the different types of arbitraging.
okay. So I think the first thing I'll do is define what arbitraging is. Is when you buy and then resell a product. You buy
Okay.
at a reasonable cost and then you sell it for a profit. And that is arbitraging. Now, retail arbitraging is when you actually go into shops, find products that have been reduced or products that you think can sell and they're selling at a different price on Amazon. One thing you
Yeah.
always have to have in mind when you're doing arbitraging is put yourself in your customer's shoes. Why does your customer buy on Amazon? It's for convenience, fast shipping. So when you might see a product and you think, oh, why would my customer not come to the shop to buy it? You have to get out of that mindset. So you find a product that you see it, you use a number of tools, see if that product sells, buy it, and then you ship it off to Amazon, depending on how you want to fulfill your products. If you're fulfilling yourself, then you fulfill yourself for a profit, and if you want Amazon to fulfill it for you, you send it off to them,
Yeah.
and you continue to restock that product. And what you then tend to do is find different products like that you can sell for a profit.
Yeah. And
Profit,
there's a caveat though, it's not just necessarily anything you see that you pick up and send into Amazon. It has to be something that you've properly analyzed
realized.
to be sure there is the demand for it as against what you like. It's not what you like that sells on Amazon. is what the customer wants that sells on Amazon.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's a very
And,
important one. Yeah.
and
And
then there's the online one. Yeah.
and then the online one is just the same thing you would do in retail, but you're sat at your computer and you're searching, trawling through loads and loads of websites. That's
Loads.
products, loads and loads and loads. I say that again.
Yeah. Yeah, but the benefits of the online one is obviously you're not driving from place to place to look for products. You know, you're saving that time. But don't forget, the same way you're sitting at home, millions of other people are also
I
sitting at
feel
home
the same, yes. And because there are
looking.
some products that don't even make it online, they're just in store, same
Yeah.
day sale. You find it, you pack everything you find on the store straight into
Mm,
your car, send it off,
yeah.
or
Mhm.
sell it for a
Yeah.
profit.
Yeah.
But we say
Yeah.
just make sure you properly analyze the product and you're selling for a profit.
So, but the beauty of this strategy is because you know, you can literally start with any amount that you have. You don't
Yeah.
need thousands. You know, you can start small. You know, £50, £100, and just keep putting it all back in to grow your business. Yeah, yeah. So that's just the main business. Yeah, stuff with it.
And
So
the one
sorry.
thing we always advise our students is to start here, because what it then does is one, it helps you to build your confidence. It also helps you to kind of, you have an eye for the products that will sell. Sometimes,
Exactly.
and on the spot, you think, okay, you know what, this thing is going to sell. You still need to analyze it, but what it happens is you have a trained eye, and then
Yeah.
over time, you just get better at it. And once you get, a hang of the products that you sell, and you know the ones that you have been restocking multiple times, then you can start thinking of how else you can get that product, how you can
Yeah.
go big on that product.
Yeah. So that then brings us to the next strategy, which is, well, we can talk about wholesaling, which is the usual next step people go after they do OARA or they run it concurrently. I still run mine concurrently anyway. So you don't have to say, oh, yeah, I've graduated from arbitraging and then I'm moving on to this. You know, nothing stops you from maximizing absolutely all the strategies there are as well. So with wholesaling is just what it is, looking for wholesale products to sell at a good price. You know, you have to look for wholesale products at a good price to be able to sell them at a good price. But obviously, the downside most people have said is, you know, the margins are not as great. But I don't agree necessarily for all the products. So it's it's a searching game, isn't it? The more you look, as yeah, have your analyzing hat on, the better. But yeah, what are your thoughts on wholesaling as well?
Yeah, and then like you said, it is the volume. And the
Mm-hmm.
more you sell, and don't forget that because you know that product already sells, you can double down on that product and buy a lot of it, and you sell for a greater return. One thing I
Yeah.
will also say about wholesaling is I think with wholesaling and pricing, the focus should be more on building relationships with your wholesale partner.
Mm-hmm.
So just make sure that you guys are kind of on the same page so that you can source through the products and find the right products for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then yeah, with wholesaling though, you probably would need a bit more money to
Oh,
start
yes,
than
that's true.
arbitraging because most wholesalers have minimum order quantities. But it depends on the category you want to start with because some can be as little as £250. But I've never seen a wholesaler that has like a £50 minimum order. I may be wrong, but
There,
that's
there
if
are some, there are some, but what
okay.
happens is one, you don't get the benefit of free shipping,
Okay, yeah, yeah, that's it. Yeah, yeah.
and
You
then
still have to pay.
sometimes
Yeah.
they have multiple buy discounts as well.
All
So
right. Okay.
that's
Yeah. So I've
another.
never come across one. Yeah. So I guess I still need to keep searching, don't I? Yeah, for products.
That's
So
never. Yeah.
yeah. So another benefit of wholesaling is obviously you have variety all in one place. So you just have more to look through, but that can also be a disadvantage as well. But it's no path is a get rich quick stuff
Yeah.
that, oh yes, I've landed on this stuff. Tomorrow I'm going to be rolling in millions. No, you have to actually put in the work to analyze properly. So wholesale, you also need to analyze to be sure you've got the customer demand
Yes.
as well to be able to make good profits, because the bottom line is the profit, and don't lose focus. It is the profit. It's not the number of sales you are
Yes.
doing. It's your
Yeah.
profit. Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Because then they
So
also I suppose the other thing you also have to consider is you have a shop and you want a wide variety of products. So having a wholesaler, like Abby said, yes, you look through their products you can immediately start expanding your product
yeah.
range. But at the same
Yeah.
time, you might find some wholesaler that you can only find one or two things from their shop, which
Yes, and don't be surprised if that happens. Even when you go normal arbitraging, you can spend hours looking for a product, as in when you're analyzing two products, and you may end up going through just one, but obviously it's one more than you had before you started the
yes,
whole
and it's
process.
one
Yeah.
winner. And that's if you look at it that way, don't be discouraged because you might have gone through hundreds or thousands of products and you're thinking, oh, just one product. But as long as that product is a winner, I think that's
Yes,
what you need to get your head into.
exactly. Yeah. And then we go to the all-time favorites of
Right.
everyone. A lot of people want to do this one, and it's called the private label. And yeah, I will allow Tosin to explain what the private label is.
So private label is when you create your own products, not necessarily creating from scratch, but when you find a product and maybe you make it better. Now, I don't know about you, Abby. I've heard people talk a lot about private label, but sometimes I think people mix it up with white labeling. Now, white labeling is someone
Hmm.
has a product on their store and you say, you know what, I want these same products, no changes, put my name on it. Now, private label,
Yeah, I think it's interchangeable. It's interchangeable for Amazon
yes,
sellers. They
yeah.
do a lot of that. Yeah, yeah,
Then it is, I pick a product, I've looked through, I want to make this product better, put my name on it. So either way, you're putting your name on it. And
yes,
when you're selling on Amazon, that's one strategy for you. You can, start selling and launch your product on Amazon. You can, I find that it's easier to launch on Amazon because the traffic is there already. But,
yeah,
it's a favorite with everybody. Everybody wants their product. And I
yeah.
don't
Because
know.
yeah,
It's just
yeah. Because
not that I can
where they
control,
believe.
I can control.
Yeah,
But I can tell you now, it does take a lot of hard work because
yeah.
the product is
It
not easy
does.
to
Yeah,
market. So you're still
yeah.
competing with people who sell in the same category as
Space.
you.
Yeah, yeah. So it's not as easy as just getting your own product and sending it to Amazon. There's
Just
just
putting it on Amazon.
so many other things to consider, because I know I hear a lot of people, because they feel, oh, it's probably the posh way to launch on Amazon, but
Yeah.
not necessarily though. In the other people I know are making loads of money from the other um
Strategies, yes.
strategies as against just with private label. So keep an open mind and don't just be like, yes, I have to do private label,
It's not anything else.
because
Because
yeah,
even
so you don't compete with other sellers. Yeah.
I mean, but think about it, you will still compete with them. You have what's it called now? A you need a huge budget. Sorry, I lost my line of thinking there. You need a
Okay.
huge, sizable amount of
Huge.
to launch your product.
Yeah.
So there is
Yeah.
the money
I
that you need
think.
to get the product to market, and then there's the money that you need to market the product itself, even on Amazon.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
remember, you're competing with people who may have double, triple, who've been in this game for a while. So be
Yeah. Yeah.
prepared for that. We're not discouraging you. It's just to be aware
Yeah.
of what is
I'm
involved
picking rights. I'm
beside
picking rights. Yeah. You
when
have to definitely pick rights and put in the work here to pick rights, just like every other strategy. But Yeah. So, as Tosin said, definitely more money involved in this. It's not £100 or £200 strategy. I would recommend keep thousands aside
Yes.
to for any eventualities.
Not
So many costs
and
to consider.
for the marketing as the product as well when you come to launch
Yeah,
the product.
exactly. Yeah. So yeah, it's got so many moving parts, but do your due diligence along with the rest of them, and yeah, before you decide on what you're doing. I just know the risk is higher as well with private label. Obviously, the more money you are putting in, the more risk of loss. As again, the smaller the money, the smaller the risk. But each strategy is, you can make loads and loads from each strategy to be able to get that alternative income as well on Amazon. So yeah, so far we've talked about arbitraging, which we talked about online arbitraging and retail arbitraging. Then we talked about wholesale, we talked about private label. So the next one to talk about now is handmade, and yeah, that's Tosin stuff. So yeah,
Right. So handmade is if you're an artisan, you create your own products, personalized products, then you can sell it on Amazon, which is great because in the past
definitely,
you
yeah,
were thinking, oh, maybe I need to set up my website, I need traffic to my
yeah,
website. But Amazon has made it possible for handmade products to be sold on Amazon. And
yeah,
I mean, there are quite a number of benefits to you selling your handmade products on Amazon. And it's still, so it's like a private label that has a twist. So people are always looking for. I mean, I don't know if you know them websites like Not on the High Street, Etsy, and the likes.
yeah.
So people
Looking
who
for ways
already
to,
go on there, and you are leveraging Amazon reputation as well. So it's almost like
yeah,
I can buy everything I want in one place, which is great, rather than looking for the same
yeah,
thing somewhere
yeah,
else. That's a good. So if
yeah,
you sell your product, if you make your product, then by all means, Amazon is a platform that you
yeah.
can
So
leverage to get your products to market.
Because I know a few people who do their own products, but they probably feel Amazon is not for them. There's nothing wrong with trying. You can try your products and see if you actually can sell them. There are so many ways to market your products on Amazon. So don't be discouraged. At least it's your product. You will
Yes,
know it. And your passion usually would show through
yes.
in yeah, how you market your products. Yeah,
And then with those kind of things, that's what people see. They buy into the seller, not even just the product. They
yeah,
buy into the seller and they
yeah,
see the passion and the
yeah,
vision. That sells your
yeah,
product.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
So handmade is not something I'm familiar with because I've never really done handmade. So I'm not quite sure the amount of money it would involve. But obviously, if you already make your own products, I'm sure the you would know what sourcing the materials you need to do the products will entail. Yeah,
I mean, with the budget, you can start very small as well, depending on what you're
yeah,
looking.
that's what I feel.
You don't have
Yeah.
to suddenly create 1,000 in one day.
Like,
You're,
yeah, it's
you're
toasting stuff,
making
as
them
I
as
said.
you can start small, which is a good. If there's something that you've been wanting to do, then handmade.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah, I was just saying that your door was opening. That's I think you've got company. Yeah. So yeah. So and then the last one, I don't know if there's any other points you want to make for handmade.
I think that's it really. Just it's a platform to leverage and low budget.
Yeah,
But just to reiterate everything you said, low budget,
yeah,
traffic is already there. And again, I think what this came to mind is the key thing is analysis, analysis, analysis. If your product
exactly.
is already
Yeah,
selling on Amazon, there's no reason why you can't list it. People are not
exactly.
going
Yeah,
to will unless there is a need that
yeah,
nobody in this world has fulfilled, which is highly
yeah,
unlikely. You can make something better, but just make sure that you analyze, analyze, analyze. Analysis is your friend.
yeah.
Data
You
is
have
your
to put in the time to put in the to get the rewards. Yeah.
don't
So
rush.
yeah, it's
Don't feel pressure to get there and get
no pressure.
in one day.
Mm-mm-mm.
Take your
But if
time.
you're
Focus.
under
You
pressure
make
leads to mistakes. Yeah.
wrong choices, wrong decisions. And just pace your time, pace yourself, and take your time and do the one.
So the last strategy that I know a few people do is called drop shipping. So drop shipping, the one that is sort of like acceptable to Amazon is, you getting from, a manufacturer or, mainly the manufacturer that Amazon prefers, and then you order it directly from the manufacturer to send directly to the seller, to the buyer when they
Yeah.
bought it on Amazon. So this, a lot of people use this for bulky products, oversized items like TVs and furniture and stuff like that. If that's an area you are passionate about, that's somewhere to look into. But bear in mind that Amazon frowns at sellers who buy from one seller to send to another seller, like, oh, you buy from eBay to send to Amazon, you buy from Amazon to send to eBay. Both parties, they frown heavily on it. And if you are caught, that's literally the end of the account you have, either on Amazon or on eBay. There's no sorry, I didn't know. So it's good to familiarize yourself with the policies for the different strategies you do pick as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
So,
mean,
and
I mean, I don't. There. I mean, a lot of people. I'm sure some people don't even know that you can drop ship on Amazon. Most people are used to
no,
Shopify, and
yeah.
this is mostly to foreign sellers. But
Yeah.
yes, drop
So
shipping is
it's
strategy.
as long as you're not also missing the delivery dates, because it's one thing to go drop ship and you go to China to go and drop ship. Meanwhile, your delivery says the
Profits.
customer will get it in 5 days.
Yeah.
So obviously, people who keep missing their deliveries, Amazon shuts it down. That's it. They don't. They probably will give you like one or two. Just to forgive you. But if it's happening repeatedly, you will see the stats just getting higher and higher, and next thing the account goes red, and it's like bye bye, and then you have to defend what's happening. And obviously, if it's not a strategy that is working for you, you move on to the other strategy. Yeah.
And
So
yeah,
we've got some. Yeah.
no, no, I was just going to say
Yeah.
again, analysis before you sign yourself up for.
Exactly.
Make sure that
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
product.
But the beauty of the beauty the beauty of drop shipping is, obviously you're just buying as you need it. You're not it's not like the rest of them that you actually have to buy, then wait for someone to buy it. Do you get? So you're holding on to stock. So you're literally not holding on to stock. You're buying from here
With
and
zero.
sending it. Yeah.
I said that means you
Sorry?
can start selling with zero.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
That's literally starting with zero. But there are guidelines on Amazon regarding drop shipping, and I would definitely recommend you go read into it before you find yourself in hot soup.
Yes.
Literally, yeah.
It
So we've
reminds
got some
me
interesting
of the Instagram page this morning in terms of education. And the
yeah.
education, you cannot leave it to chance. You
Oh
have
yes,
to
yeah.
educate yourself. You have to. It's very important that you know
Yes.
what is there,
You
you know
have
the policies, you know what not to do, you know what to do well, and you apply it.
yes,
And that's
yes.
you're on your way to success if you do all of those.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's not a case of, oh, you know what the strategy is on paper, but you've not bothered
Mhm.
learning how to improve on it. Magic doesn't happen that way. Even magicians have to practice and they have to learn. So let alone something you are trying to make success of. So yeah, you have to educate yourself to get things done properly. Yeah.
Yeah, we were going to talk about
So
strategies. Yeah, sorry,
yeah,
about
yeah, I said
statistics.
the statistics. Yeah, we've got some interesting statistics that was done by one of these softwares. And I found it very, very interesting, and it was like an eye opener for me. So, and I know Tosi actually sent it to me, and I was like, wow, I didn't actually realize this. So it's just they did an analysis of which Amazon business model is most profitable. And shockingly, the business model with the highest profit margin, which is higher than 25%, is drumroll, please. Handmade.
I was so
Handmade.
shocked by that because I wasn't,
Me too.
and it just tells
Yeah,
me that is there a gold mine there that
it
can be
is.
explored?
Yeah,
You know,
just need to know what to look out for. Yeah,
and then the
yeah.
next
So
one,
yeah,
no, I'm just looking at the strategy, and
the next one. Yeah, yeah,
it's private label, 21%.
yeah. At
But
21%.
close to it. So you have to think about it. If we look at it this way, that how much effort am I putting it? Private label is 21%. Online and retail arbitrage is 20, a whopping 20%. Now
20%. So don't
you're
discount
not
it.
spending too much
Discount them.
money. You're not buying loads of inventory for 1% difference. What would you choose? I would choose online
Exactly.
advertising any day. But
Exactly.
it
Yeah,
is
me
it's
too.
yours, it's up to you. You know
Yeah.
what works for you.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Definitely, it's worth looking into the arbitraging because, for a 1% difference, and the amount of money, because I know a lot of people who really get so stressed out
Yeah.
trying to put the money together to start a private label.
One
And then they
point.
start it, they don't have the money to promote it. They don't have the money to like see it through, So, having sleepless nights, just because they want to launch big. But the
And, and this is
arbitraging is not
one
far off.
product big. I said
Yes.
launch one
Yes.
product. Imagine online arbitrage, you making profit over up for 50, 100, 200
You're
products.
spreading the risk. Yeah.
Yes.
You're
And it's,
spreading the risk. You're
yes.
spreading the risk.
This is what
Yeah.
we stop
I know
buying.
you guys. Sorry, I
If
didn't
you
hear
don't
you.
stop buying that product, simple, move on to the next one.
Exactly. If it's not working, exactly. As against you've invested
Where
thousands and you're like, oh my word, what's going to happen?
it's just what we feel comfortable with, and it's ultimately down
Yeah.
to you what you feel comfortable with. If you love private label, by all means go for it, and we have all the supports that you need to help you
Yes.
succeed in that as well. So
Yeah. Yeah,
um,
it's a
yeah.
fabulous model because obviously, people feel a bit more confident doing private label because they are not like competing with people side by side. You are still competing with people, but I think they just feel confident it's just them on that listing at that
Yeah,
point. But yeah,
yeah.
worth looking
It's
into.
your
And then
product,
the whole
control the price. I said it's your product with private label, you
okay,
control the price, so it's fantastic. Did you
okay,
hear
yeah, yeah, I didn't. No, no, I
No,
didn't hear you. Yeah,
what I said is it's your product with private label and you
yeah,
can control the price. So, that's a huge plus. You're not dependent
yes,
on,
yeah.
you decide what you want,
What's yeah,
what the price
yeah,
or
yeah,
value of
exactly.
for yourself. So
Products would be. Yeah, yeah. So I saw an interesting post on one of the Facebook groups today that someone said, oh, they were going to buy a product for $8.39. You're importing it, and they can see similar products are selling on Amazon for £38, and they were so excited that their profit was going to be £30 per item. Mm-mm. There are so many other costs to consider, so don't get carried away.
yeah,
It's not as easy as that you're making £30 profit clear. Do your due diligence, learn
yeah,
to analyze your products right before you get carried away with
yes,
excitement.
and
Yeah.
all of the cost involved, there's a whole lot in between.
Yes.
Those lines are gray, they're not black and white.
Gray lines.
You need to
Yeah.
learn to read the gray lines.
Yes, exactly. Yes. Sorry, I didn't want to laugh. I was trying to hold my laughter. It's just because when I saw that post, yeah, I really laughed my head off. But obviously, everybody is at different levels. I just, it was just the excitement that, woohoo, I'm going to this, I'm going to that, and people just gradually started bringing down their expectations. Like, oh, no, that's not how it works. So, yeah, before you invest, you need to do your homework. Yeah, that's it.
Know your
Yeah.
numbers, know your
And
numbers,
then,
know your numbers.
yeah, know your numbers. Exactly. Know your numbers. Tosin is the numbers lady. Yeah. So there's also wholesaling, which came in at
Yeah.
15%. Yeah. Um, yeah, people recorded an approximate profit of 15%, which is good because obviously if you leave your money in the bank, you're not going to be making this amount of profit. So it is good. It's not something to be looked over. Wholesale works best with volume. But
Yes.
obviously, you need to learn the steps before you go to volume, before you go end up losing money. I have lost money with some products on wholesaling, but obviously, with time, the more I did it and I kept learning, I'm still learning till today and still improving on ways to, improve my set skills. And I then found, those products, I then found new ways to look for products so that way to minimize my losses. Yeah. So I don't
Yes.
know what your experience has been too.
Um,
Yeah.
I mean, with wholesale, you said it's not something to be looked down on, and I agree. Because think
No.
about it, the
No.
effort you put in online advertising and retail advertising is slightly different. It's not easier, but just means that you have one shop to find something
Yes.
and you can order volumes of that. So it saves you,
Yes.
opposed to online advertising where you might have to go to 20 shops to get the kind of volume and the profit that you're looking for. Wholesale is one stop shop. Find one product, just go big. One product, go big, you know. And
Yeah.
and that's why slightly less, but it's almost like you're sitting at your desk and you're just clicking a button and it's stopping your inventory in volumes and you're selling and just keep doing it like that.
That's a
That's
bit, yeah,
the
yeah,
goal, really.
yeah. In a nutshell, yeah, yeah. So
Uh,
yeah, and then the last one with the lowest margin was drop shipping, which obviously makes sense because each strategy has its own cost you need to consider. So it's not as easy as ordering from the manufacturer to get it delivered to the host to the customer. So there are also costs in between that you need to look at before you can then estimate your own profits.
yes, yes. And obviously, I think some of
Yeah.
these things, when you look at it, is the risk levels as well. They vary.
Yes.
So that kind of
Yeah.
determines how much you get from each using it
Yeah.
in any of these
Yeah.
strategies. So yeah.
Obviously, the least risk averse is the one with the lowest margin, but
And about the
it
market,
doesn't necessarily follow. Yeah,
the
yeah,
market,
because I was not saying for arbitrage. Yeah, yeah, it doesn't necessarily follow. You would think it will, but yeah, that doesn't work. Yeah,
but if you drop shipping, no, you're not keeping stock. You just need to make sure that your customer is delivering, your manufacturer or supplier is delivering an excellent service. So it's just
yes,
that's kind of your job to make sure that they say what they say they will do. I mean, they do what they say
exactly.
they will
Yeah,
do, which is important.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So,
So yeah,
anything you would like to add, Abby?
yeah. I think that's about it. I'm just trying to think of if yeah, of anything else we may have missed. But if anyone has any questions, you can leave a comment and we would reply at the end of the live if you are watching it on replay. Or yeah, you can contact us as we say all the time on support at smartselleracademy.com.
Yes.
So yeah,
Yeah, I mean, you can find us on all of those platforms. And if there's any of the strategies we've talked about today that you've got questions on, or if you've now decided, now I know how to sell what I need to, what strategy I want to use selling on Amazon, then, by all means, try it, see what works for you. The most important thing is you start off with what is most comfortable for your lifestyle,
yeah,
works best for you.
Yeah.
But bearing in mind, we've also
Hmm.
said it's best to start from the arbitraging, because that's how you get familiar with your
Yeah.
business and your products. So
Yeah.
that's, we can advise. All we can do is advise and point you in the right direction. You may have tried it and it
Yeah.
hasn't worked. You have found another method that works for you. Just do what you're comfortable with.
Yeah. And obviously, contact us if you'd like to know more
Yes.
or would like to get into our training academy
Yes.
for this.
Mastermind
Tag your friends. Sorry?
or mastermind. So your
Oh,
training,
mastermind. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
where we hold your hands to get to where you want to be. You
Yeah.
can
And
contact us
coaching.
on
Yeah.
support at smartselleracademy.com. Drop us a line with your email address and we'll be sure to respond. Contact us on
Yeah.
Facebook, on Instagram, we're there. And yeah, we're happy to, we'll be really excited to hear from you and work with you if that's what you want to do.
On your journey. Yes. Right. So yeah, we'll be here again next week. I can't actually remember the topics now. So, but we will put a post up in the next couple of days of what our next topic would be, with a link on how to get on the live as well. So that way you can keep piecing it all together to help you as you go along in your journey on selling on Amazon.
Right. So share with your friends if you feel like it's something that will benefit your friends.
Yeah.
We'll be
Yeah.
in a beach party, we'll be sharing it. So the life would always be there. You can also find us on YouTube.
Yeah.
Smartseller Academy, our
Yeah.
videos are on there as well. So, you know,
Yeah.
there's tons of value in the videos, and we really want to know how to help you better. So drop us a message with what you'd like to find out on Amazon or selling online, and we'll be
Okay.
happy to help you on that. So,
Great, great, great. So see you again, same time next week.
yes.
Thank you for watching and
All right.
thank you for joining us.
And we're out. All right then.
If you say